Hey guys, what is going on? This is External Shockwave alongside Chris Gamer 1025, and this is the first episode of the TAP podcast. Chris Gamer 1025, what are your thoughts on this huge, epic new series coming to both our channels?
Well, I think the TAP podcast, the TAP podcast, is going to be very interesting. I mean, people don't know, well, they don't really know what size are we talking about. What do we think of this? What do we think of that? They don't know. So this is like a chance of letting them hear what we have to say.
Yes. So our first topic here is the WWE 2K17 video game. Obviously, we're going to give our reviews and thoughts on it, being as we've got the chance to play it and obviously showcase to you guys Universe Mode episodes thus far. So, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
I have a lot of thoughts on the game, but the one thing I will say, it is a very good game. It can be better, but this is like the most buggiest, most glitchiest game I've ever played from 2K in my life. I've never met such a wrestling game so, like, oh my god, so much issues, basically, and I just can't.
I haven't heard anybody say it, or any other YouTuber, and I'm quite honestly surprised, but in my theory, it's due to the game being an early release. Usually, I mean, of course, games are going to be having bugs and glitches, of course, at all times. But like in a late release, like in 16, there wasn't that much compared to what we're seeing now in 17.
I mean, you go for a springboard and you go flying somewhere. Like, I don't know what's going on.
And then
what else? The community creations are broken. Like, you search up Mike Bennett,
they're broken?
Yeah, you search up Mike Bennett, you get like T.J. Perkins or Jeff Hardy. Like, it doesn't make sense whatsoever. Like, I don't understand, why can't they just fix that?
That's why you, I guess, must elect Matt Hardy to be head of 2K Games Development, and
No.
and it won't be broken anymore, because he'll spread the broken brilliance upon the video game.
Well, I mean, they have to do something. I mean, I hope they did something in the new patch that came out. I think it was today, 1.02 patch. I hope they did something. They added a lot of stuff, so I hope they fixed community creations. I didn't have a chance to check it out yet. I was updating it for Universe Mode, for my Universe Mode. So I'm not sure. I'm interested to see.
All right. Next topic here is Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. It's going to be happening at Survivor Series, as you all know, if not by now.
Yeah, I mean, I find it weird. They gave us the notification on the phone. They didn't even tell us on the television. They gave it to us on the phone.
Twitter is where it's at. That's what they think.
I don't know, but me personally, I'm okay with the match. I'm not like extremely hyped because it happened before, and when it happened before, it was a tragedy.
Oh my!
So I'm not. I'm gonna be listening to this match. I'm gonna be watching the match, but I'm not gonna jump out of my seat marking out.
I don't think this is going to be like every other Brock Lesnar match, and that's obviously what some people will disagree with, but I don't think that that's going to happen. I think this is actually going to be a challenge for Brock Lesnar this time around, rather than suplexing, his opponents basically throughout the whole match. I think Goldberg is actually going to fight back.
Well, I hate when he does that. I absolutely hate it when Brock Lesnar just goes after his opponent's suplex.
You just want to go to Suplex City, even for saying that.
It's even in the game too. It's like the nickname of the game. I hate it. Like, I don't like any of that. Like, why can't you just have a wrestling match for once, Brock? Please, just do it for once. We'll pay you, man. Please.
It's gonna happen at Survivor Series. I hope.
Yeah, the winner's gonna be hopefully Goldberg, not Brock Lesnar.
No, that I disagree with you. I actually see Brock Lesnar winning. Not only because it's Goldberg's last match, but Brock Lesnar is going to remain undefeated, and that's just how Vince does things.
I saw the dirt sheets. They were talking a whole lot, and they were saying that supposedly WWE are booking Brock Lesnar to win the match. But I mean, if you think about it, in theory, it doesn't make sense. Even though Goldberg won the first match, still, it's Goldberg's last match. That's number one. Number two, Brock Lesnar. When was the last time Brock Lesnar was defeated? Do you remember?
No. I'm gonna say before WrestleMania 31.
I'm gonna say WrestleMania 31, but he didn't get pinned, so that doesn't even count. So that's a really long time, and I can't live with the thought that Brock Lesnar still, no one can, take him off the throne. Not even Goldberg. Like, come on.
Nope. I don't think it will be Goldberg.
But yeah, I want it to be Goldberg, but then, their sheets and WWE are saying it's going to be Brock Lesnar. I can't. I'm not a big fan of that.
We'll have to see as time goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be putting voting poll there to see your thoughts on who's going to win at Survivor Series, Goldberg or Brock Lesnar. And don't be afraid. Feel free to comment down below what do you think's going to happen during the match, or what your conclusions on the match you think will be. But our next topic here is the WWE Raw exclusive pay-per-view entitled Hell in a Cell, which is today. And we got a whole list of matches to cover right before the Goldberg and Lesnar match at Survivor Series sometime next month.
Yeah, this is for Raw, but I mean, we should discuss the brand split in a different type of video, and probably podcast number 2, maybe, because I really think Raw and SmackDown, I don't know, it just could be better. It could have been better, but this is Raw's pay-per-view, so I'm going to see what's going to go down.
We'll see what's going to happen, indeed, but let's talk about the whole idea and realm of the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match going down at Hell in a Cell tonight. Only available on the WWE Network. Get that cheap plug in there. What do you think's gonna happen between Sasha Banks and Charlotte fighting for the WWE Raw Women's Championship?
Well, I mean, obviously Sasha's gonna win. There's no way that Charlotte is gonna hot potato this and just, say, I just want the title back. No. Alright? Sasha is gonna take the title. That's it. She's gonna win. But there's gonna be some, spot, of course, because this is the first woman's ever, Hell in a Cell match. So there has to be something big that's gonna go on during the time. And hopefully the match will steal the show. So, yeah.
I think it will. Let's see. I agree with you. Sasha Banks, in my opinion, will indeed retain the Raw Women's Championship. But we'll see how it goes. Also, in case any of you did not know, Charlotte won 12 straight pay-per-views leading up to tonight's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. And I think she's finally going to lose at a pay-per-view.
Finally.
She's stopping at 12 right here to Sasha.
Please.
And plus, Sasha has the home field advantage, being as it is in Boston. So, just making her lose, making her lose wouldn't be a smart decision.
No, they're gonna riot, and it's gonna be end of the movie. That's it.
All right. Also, I know we skipped a little bit, but that's because that match is probably, in my opinion, the most important. You may disagree or agree, but the pre-show.
I have the matches right here. I mean, we can go in order right now. I have the match card.
Yeah. Start
All
with the
right.
pre-show. I heard about that cruiserweight six-man tag team match.
I personally think it's gonna be Cedric Alexander, Lince Dorado, and Sin Cara for some odd reason, just to throw them in there, versus Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and Arya Davari. Six-man tag team match.
What I'm mostly shocked by, I agree with you, but what I'm shocked by is Arya Davari is fighting at Hell in a Cell. Yet that man
He's
has
fighting
not.
at a pit.
That man, I believe, if I'm mistaken, appeared on NXT once, and also I don't remember him or hearing that he got signed to be on Raw as a cruiserweight. So that's pretty weird.
Yeah, that was pretty surprising. Lince Dorado was also surprising to me, but Sin Cara apparently is now
That man's a
cruiserweight.
cruiserweight. He's gonna be amazing.
I what like I thought. I don't know. It's just weird to me. Like, he gets separated from Kalisto from the Lucha Dragons. And that's another thing from the brand split. You know, they separated some teams. And now he's a cruiserweight. But he's going to be one of those cruiserweights that's just there to do the job, you know. Just, you know, get pinned. That's it. You're done. Goodbye. You know, I don't think he's going to be anything of importance. Because he's never been. So,
Yeah. And the next matchup, as you said, you had the lineup.
I mean, I think Cedric's team's going to win. But, you know, Nese is, like, my favorite right now. But
Yep.
you think Cedric's going to win?
I think Cedric, Lindsay, and Sin Cara are gonna win. And being as we're talking about our favorite cruiserweights, mine is T.J. Perkins, Brian Kendrick, and Tony Nese. But if I were to choose one man to take the title off of T.J., it would be Tony Nese down the line.
Yeah. Tony Nese, he's the man. He that's the boy Nese right there.
The boy, Nese.
Yeah, hashtag the boy Nese. Exactly.
Just go on every social media account that man has and just hashtag the boy Nese.
Exactly. All right. After that, we got Roman Reigns versus Rusev for the United States champion. It's gonna be in a Hell in a Cell.
Oh god.
So
Triple main event. Yes.
I hate, you know, let me take a break from the predictions. I hate that slogan. I really hate that nickname for the pay-per-view. I don't know.
Triple Hell in a Cell matches isn't this is just the best Hell in a Cell
really,
of all time.
Those catchphrases that they give these pay-per-views, like, it makes me really want to, like, regret watching it, because it's really, really bad. Like, really cringeworthy, those nicknames.
Being as Reigns versus Rusev, obviously I'm gonna go with Roman because it's obviously that's just what's gonna happen. It'd be weird if Roman would lose, and it'd be weird if Rusev would win. Either way, I'm saying Roman.
Yeah, I'm saying Roman too, because just like the women's championship, Sasha just won it. She's not gonna lose it. Unless it was like last time. But that's besides the point. Roman just won it. He's not going to lose it because he's Roman Reigns, you know?
The man is the best thing going right now.
Everybody loves Roman Reigns, so even the kiddies like Roman Reigns. So he's going to win. Rusev, I don't see him winning another United States champion until like a long, long, long time. So, but I don't know what they're going to do with Rusev after that match because, you know, he's kind of going to get pushed down the card there.
In short, Rusev yet again got buried to WWE's self-proclaimed top guy. First was John Cena, now it's Roman Reigns. That's all I have to say.
Let me see here. Scrolling to the card. Oh yeah. Bayley versus Dana Brooke. I mean,
I'm gonna go with Bayley.
People, if you think Dana's gonna win, no. Bayley has to remain relevant. I think she's going to win this match. Just because, you know, I feel like she's on the main roster and she has to remain relevant for the women's championship. She can't just lose to Dana like that, especially on a pay-per-view. It's not even on the pre-show. It's on the real card. So Bayley all the way.
Bayley's gonna take this. Personally, like Dana winning, it could be a good thing for her, but not the smart decision on a pay-per-view. I think it's weird. Where would they really go besides a rematch if that were the case, that Dana would beat Bayley? But I guess I'm going to go with Bayley. And, yeah.
The next match, Enzo Amore and Big Cass are going to
Yes.
take on the Good Brothers, Luke
Yeah.
Gallows
Oh.
and Carl Anderson.
Oh.
Tag team match.
Hashtag too sweet. Up in this tap podcast, okay?
Please tell me you're going to pick, the Good Brothers, because, I mean, it's obvious.
Of course not. Enzo and Cass gonna win it all the way. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know about this match. The build up to this has been completely awkward. But I'm gonna say, this is really weird. This is kind of a hard decision, being as, I mean, let's really think about this. The Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, the club, the boys, all of that, they, how can I put this? They looked like pure crap in that tag team division, losing to the New Day multiple times. They're the most dominant team in New Japan Pro Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Now in WWE.
I really hope for them to win the tag team champions from New Day, but apparently they want them to break Demolition's record. So that's out of the window. So, I mean, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, they have to get saved after that loss. They have to win this match. I'm going with the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson.
But here's where, this is where I said the hard part comes in, because Enzo and Cass...
No. Enzo and Cass has been winning a lot of pay-per-view matches. They need to, chill out for a little bit and take a back seat.
They lost to SummerSlam, didn't they? They lost at SummerSlam, didn't they, to Jericho?
I don't even remember,
yeah,
did they?
I think the last actual, not tag team, but it was a 6-man tag, so I really don't think it matters. But I believe that was Battleground with them teaming up with Cena. Was the last time they won actually a pay-per-view, which is why I think it could go either way here.
No, but if you think about it, Enzo and Cass, they're over, so they don't really need a win. They're over. Just like how WWE's saying right now, they're gonna push them to the max up until WrestleMania, and after that as well, they're over. They don't need to win this match. Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, they're stuck in a really tough position because they're not really racking up a lot of wins here in the WWE. They have to at least get some wins in so they can actually look like a threat. If they lose to Enzo and Cass, they're going to look like a joke.
That's actually a good point. Also, comment down below your opinions on that match. I'm very curious.
I don't know. It could go either way. Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, if they lose, they're still a dominant tag team. But if, they win, Enzo and Cass are still over. So it can go either way, but, still Gallows and Anderson, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking about tag team matches, we have the New Day versus Cesaro and Sheamus. New Day.
Could we just skip this? Because, I mean, we already know.
That's all I gotta say. They want to break the Demolition's record. WWE has said
New Day,
and it's gonna happen.
New Day. Next match, I don't think there's anything to talk about.
That match, no. Nothing at all.
Nope.
Just Cesaro and Sheamus doesn't get along. That's it. It's over.
That's it.
T.J. Perkins versus B. Brian Kendrick for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Oh, yes. Hopefully, this match is better than SummerSlam. I'm not saying that the SummerSlam match was a bad match, because I don't think it was. I think, just the Brooklyn crowd that night, after Sasha losing, things fell off. Or I think that happened before the Sasha match. But whichever it was, the whole SummerSlam crowd didn't make the pay-per-view big as what it was hyped up to be.
Man, listen, the WWE need to do something about this cruiserweight division. They're not really racking up like some, how do you say, merchandise sales. They're not doing anything right now. They need a.
I got the solution. You just have Triple H cut down some weight, put on a mask. There you go, Triple H.
What is wrong? What?
And the game becomes the cruiserweight champion, and that just revives the whole cruiserweight division.
The game expands El Juego. That's it.
Exactly.
There you go. There's El Juego is gonna get involved in a TJ Perkins versus Brian Kendrick match, and it's gonna become cruiserweight championship.
There's your solution.
Exactly.
To revive the cruiserweight division on Raw.
But yeah, without joking around, TJ Perkins, of course, is gonna win. He's over. People like him. Cruiserweight Classic, I did not expect him to win, but apparently he did. Because Kota Ibushi and Zack Sabre Jr. did not want to sign with WWE, so they went with TJ Perkins.
They made the list. That's it. They made the list.
So TJ Perkins, obviously, until he loses to the boy niece. Hashtag the boy niece.
I agree.
And we're not missing any matches, right? No, covered that. We get to the main event, which is an obvious decision. Obvious.
KO versus Seth. I'm gonna go with KO, obviously. But my thoughts on how the match is going to end, if we are supposed to be expecting Triple H versus Rollins at Survivor Series, I also, dirt sheets, Triple H supposed to be returning on television real soon. I think the smart thing would be for Triple H to somehow get involved in this matchup. Again, cause Seth to lose, and then, proceed from there and heading into Survivor Series with Triple H versus Rollins.
I mean, definitely. I mean, if they want to build up such a good match like that, Seth Rollins versus Triple H, they want to build that up right now. Because if you do it after, it's going to be too late and people are not going to care. So you have to have Triple H do something, and I think that's what you're talking about. I think Triple H is going to get involved. Maybe he's going to be under the ring while the cage is, down.
He's going to be in the little people's court.
He's going to come out with the sledgehammer from outside the ring. He's going to, slip in there. That's it.
No, he's going to be under the ring in the little people's court, and then he's going to come out with the sledgehammer, and then he, just not El Juego, take off the mask, and then, just do his thing. What the game always does.
He's going to pull a Captain America, and people are not going to believe, he's actually Hulk Hogan. But instead, El Fuego is not Triple H, It's two different people.
Yeah, just like Sami Zayn.
They're never going to know. El Generico, right? They're not the same person, right?
No,
yeah, no.
El Generico is a long-lost friend of Kevin Owens.
Yeah, no, not even, because Kevin Steen and Kevin Owens, apparently, WWE has said
correct.
They're not, the same person.
Correct. You are totally right.
Which is really weird, because Seth Rollins, they said that Tyler Black, his indie character, died in a freak boat accident.
You know what it was?
How can you pull that off, WWE? How? How in the world?
Because he died in a freak boat accident. It was simply because of the dilapidated boat. All right, that's just the reason.
So tell me, Brother Nero just came out of the water, just dragged him in there.
Yeah, or Senor Benjamin. I mean,
Willow the Wisp was, of course, flying in the air with his umbrella up there. For some
reason. Flying by hanging onto Vanguard One's, wings there.
Oh man, that little theme song. Obsolete theme song.
It's just gonna happen. Just like all in the comment section of WWE Music's Sasha Banks piano version of her theme song, everyone was putting obsolete. Everyone was putting that she's broken, the broken boss. That the boss was gonna fade away and classify herself as obsolete. Anything can happen in the world of wrestling.
The next podcast, I think I think I have an idea what to do. I have like 3 topics in my head that we could do, but I'll definitely tell them to you after this video is done because I don't want to spoil it.
Oh yes, no spoilers.
But back to the prediction, of course it's going to be Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, he's having a great run as a champion, even though it was supposed to be Finn Balor. I think Kevin Owens is great, even though, yet again, it's supposed to be Finn Balor. But I think if it was still Finn Balor, I think Kevin Owens would have beaten Finn Balor for the championship. I don't know. It's just my random thought.
Whoa, bold prediction there. Hell in a Cell, like, wow.
They wanted Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens for like what, the third time, something like that.
I think, yeah, third.
But this time in WWE, not NXT. So they wanted that. Also, I don't know. Chris Jericho was supposed to be like the original plan was having Jericho versus somebody for the Universal Champion. I think it was Balor, Kevin Owens, and Jericho. You know how weird that would have been?
You know how weird it was, apparently, maybe even in the works of Jericho being the referee? No.
Come on.
No, thank you. Thank you, Ben.
I just thank them that they didn't go with the plans of, having those horrible matches or just putting the most ridiculous things. Oh my god.
Back to the Sasha and Charlotte match, real quick before we end this podcast. There was many, thoughts, questions, etc. about whether they would be the main event or not. And in my opinion, I already know. I feel it. It's gonna be. It's gonna steal the show. But I see, like, it's stealing the show and being in the main event makes it more meaningful rather than them being on second to last, stealing the show, and Kevin Owens versus Rollins. I mean, people will care, but it's just going to take away the feel because we just saw this amazing women's match. Basically, like what we experienced when we were at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn with Sasha versus Bayley, and then after that was KO versus Balor. And
yeah,
although
it didn't feel right.
Exactly. Although that match was good, I strongly believe that women's match stole the show, should have been the main event, and that's it. That's why I feel like Hell in a Cell, last minute changes, I don't know, put Sasha and Charlotte in the main event.
I mean, I also read something that, first, number one, WWE officials are high on Tony Nese, just mentioning that. Okay,
the boy
number two.
Nese.
Number two, Vince doesn't like the idea that the woman should main event the pay-per-view.
Oh my goodness.
He has the idea that the men should main event the pay-per-view, which is Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens. I have no idea why. I don't see this as being sexist. I just see this as, Vince McMahon is not used to booking like that. He's not used to having a women's match main event. But if he takes the ball and goes with it, if he takes a chance, who knows? Maybe that match might be match of the year. Maybe that match might, make Hell in a Cell relevant again.
Take beforehand the previous Sasha versus Charlotte matches, work off that. It's going to be in Hell in a Cell, so they're going to pull off spots like crazy. It's going to be very fast-paced, in my opinion, and they should just go with it. But it is what it is. Tonight, Hell in a Cell. Don't forget to subscribe to the WWE Network if you haven't already, to be able to watch Hell in a Cell and get your first month for free. Get in that cheap plug there for the WWE. You can thank us later. This has been the TAP Podcast, Episode 1. External Shockwave, Chris Gamer 1025. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more TAP Podcasts. And we'll see you for TAP Podcast, Episode number 2.